Okay, we are wrapping up another chapter in math. We are flying through this math book. And so we have finished chapter 20. And I was going to do my review page with you, but the review page that I have does not look anything like the page that you have. And I thought that it might be a little more confusing than helpful. So I'm just going to kind of talk a little bit about what is on your review page and then just have you work on it, okay? All right, so at the beginning of your review page, and I can't show you mine either because mine has all the answers. So I'm just going to have to talk to you about it, all right? All right, the first number 1 and 2 on the review page, which is page 359, is fact families. Now, fact families are when you have the same numbers that you have to use different ways. So let me get a marker. I'm going to stand up for a minute. Hold on. My pencil case is way back over here in my book bag. If I don't keep things put in the right place, I will never find them. Okay, let me find my pen. Oh my goodness. There's one. There's a marker. Okay, so for fact families, I'm going to write this up here and then I'll show it to you. So if I had a 7, a 3, and a 10, okay, so here is the fact family. I have 7, 3, and 10. I can only use those 3 digits. I can only use our 3 numbers, the 7, the 3, and the 10 in my problems. So if I have a problem like that, I can only use 7, 3, and 10. Same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing here. Okay, I can only use the 7, the 3, and the 10. So to add, I can do 7 plus 3 equals 10. Or, let me see if I can put this over here somewhere so you can see it a little better. Or, I can't write the same thing again, but I could write 3 plus 7 equals 10. That's a different problem. It's using the same numbers, but it's in a different order, so it is a different problem. I could use, so now we've got subtraction. If we're doing subtraction, you have to have your biggest number first. So 10 minus 3 equals 7, and then 10 minus 7 equals 3. Every time, I have to have a different problem. I can't have the exact same thing anytime, okay? This is a view of my schoolroom. You guys are seeing all that. Turn around. Okay, so that's how to do a fact family. Okay, fact families, you can only use one of the numbers per row, and you can only use the numbers that they give you. So that's numbers 1 and 2. All right, 3, 4, and 5 are values of money, okay? The way you need to start doing that is the first thing you need to do is identify your coins. So do you have dimes? Do you have pennies? Do you have nickels? Do you have quarters? Identify the coins that you have. Now, value means how much it's worth, like the amount. So if I was going to give you a nickel, the value of a nickel is 5 cents. If I gave you a dime, the value of a dime is 10 cents. So you're going to count the coins and tell me the value. Okay, I'm going to do number 3 with you. So we have a quarter, a penny, a penny, a penny. If I'm going to write the total value, I have 25 cents plus a cent. So 25 plus 1 is 26, plus 1 more is 27, and then 27 plus 1 is 28. So the value of number 3 is 28 cents. So that's what you should write for number 3. Okay, so 4 and 5 are the same thing, total values. Number 6, you have paper clips around the side, okay? And you need to find the length writing an addition sentence, okay? So in the yellow box, you need to write how many paper clips are lined up on that yellow side, okay? Then for the blue box, you're gonna write how many paper clips are on the blue side. And for the green, how many paper clips are on the green side? And then you're gonna write how much that is total. Okay, so you're gonna add all the sides together and then you're gonna record the answer. On the back side, page 360, 7 says to circle the coins needed to make 100 cents or $1. So you have dimes there, so you're gonna need to count by 10. And then you need to circle how many dimes you need to either make 100 cents or $1. It's the same thing, okay? 100 cents and $1 is the same equal amount, Okay, and then 8, 9, 10, and 11, you're going to look at the graph to answer the question. So on the graph is telling us how many hours these people listed worked in the garden. So we have the people's name on the side, and we have the hours at the bottom. So if we look at the graph, Gracie worked 4 hours. If we look at Andrew, he worked 6 hours. So you need to look at each person and find out how long that they worked in the garden and use that information to answer questions 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, I'm sorry that I can't do a sheet with you today, but my sheet is completely different. And so if I did it, I'm afraid it might confuse you more because the problems don't really have anything to do with what you're doing. So I thought maybe just explaining it would be more helpful today. So you're going to complete page 359 and 360. And then tomorrow, I cannot decide if we are going to do a Smarty Party or what we're going to do with that math sheet. Haven't decided yet because I want to make sure we get through all the things that we need to get through. So I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow, but know that is coming up next. So yeah. All right, so finish up page 359 and 360 and send it to me. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll be more than happy to help you. And I will see you for math tomorrow.